Hello everyone. In this video, we are talking about Emily Norman, a 35-year-old mother of two young children. Her skeletal remains were found on October 8th by cattle ranchers at a remote site near the Elbert and Arapahoe County line. It's on a 17,000-acre ranch, and the Elbert County Sheriff's Office is asking that anyone who has seen or spoken to Emily Norman in the past year, please call 303-805-6111 or email crimetips@elbertcounty-co.gov, and I will put the number and the email address in the description. Emily deserves justice. She was not reported missing prior to her remains being found. Emily is described as being bubbly and constantly smiling, a really sweet person, or as one of her friends told me, the sweetest person. She had anxiety, but she rarely let her anxiety disorder get in the way of her life. And I did a little look on the internet to see what I could learn about Emily. The law enforcement are stating that she had issues with homelessness and that she usually lived in the Denver metro area. I looked at her social media, and her most recent post was on May 15th of this year. There haven't been any public posts since then. At that time, she had started a new Facebook and an Instagram, and she uploaded a bunch of pictures. And she stated at that time that she was living in Boulder. And by looking at her Twitter account, I was able to see that she really seemed like a nice lady. She was always willing to put in the hard work. She did some work as some sort of maintenance person. She did renovations of buildings. She did carpentry work. She was a waitress. I believe it's a beauty school that she attended. Anyway, she was always wanting to do right. She was working hard. She had a lot of bad luck, hard knocks, going through different jobs, losing her apartments, living in hotels. Her kids were living with her mother, and she loved her kids. It was real obvious in her posts about that. And she just seemed like a real sincere woman. She was pretty. She was friendly. She was optimistic, and she enjoyed the beauty of nature. She is a self-professed hippie chick, and she didn't deserve what happened to her. The sheriff's office have not been able to determine what happened to her. They need to get a better picture of her life and who knew her, who knew her plans, where she was, who may have taken her or transported her, who might have done this to her. It is an ongoing investigation, and it's highly unlikely that she went out to that ranch of her own free will. or on her own accord. And by looking at where the counties are, you can see that Arapahoe and Elbert County are quite far to the east compared to where Emily usually was. She enjoyed the city life, going out with her friends whenever she had a babysitter, and she just is very missed by her friends, and some of them had lost touch with her a year or two ago, and everyone just really wants justice for Emily. Please, if you have seen or spoken to or had contact with Emily in the past year, contact the Elbert County Sheriff. Thank you for watching Another Day in the Car with JuleZ.